What is up, everyone? Welcome to Body Code Games, and my name is Cody. I got some huge news, and I hate this camera. I'm using my webcam on my laptop just because I'm lazy, because I don't want to grab my actual camera, set it up here in the kitchen. So let me lower this. I don't like it. But we got huge news, and I'm so freaking excited to share this, guys. RPG developer Bakin has just released a roadmap for their features that are coming out by the end of this year and 2025. And they released a brand new update today as well. And it's what a lot of people, including myself, has been wanting for this game engine. And it's finally, they finally have a roadmap to where hopefully all this will be included next year for sure. A lot of stuff that wasn't on here in the last year's roadmap. There's newer stuff that I've been wanting for a while. I know I've said this in a couple of videos of mine of what I want, what I think could make RPG developer Bakin, and they listen to people. You know, they listen to us, and they have it on their roadmap. But let's get started today. I'm so excited to share this roadmap with you. If you have not seen it yet, they posted it today. Recently, just a little bit ago. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the update today as well. It's pretty cool. Let me read this. Hello, everyone. Many thanks to all of you. RPG developer Bakin is celebrating 2 years since early access version of the tool was launched on October 18th, 2022. I'm going to stop right there, and that's crazy to think. It's been 2 years with this game engine. I feel like I've been playing with this for longer than that. Okay, let me get back to it. We are grateful for your support, which helped us develop Bakin over the years. The entire development team would like to express our sincere gratitude. I'm going to butcher this word. To commemorate the second anniversary, we have released a major update, version 1.12. which adds a backlog feature, event skipping, and other features. Check out the main features first. So let's go over this. So they included a backlog function feature, which I think is super amazing. I haven't loaded Bakin. I'm about to do this now and work on my game, and I'm gonna see what this function's all about. But now they're saying it is now possible to create a backlog of conversations and message text displayed during the game that can be recorded and reviewed later. In addition, the text can be set to be included only in the backlog, or conversely, the text can be set not to be included. So I'm wondering if this feature is something where it's on the start menu and like the player can read what happened prior, or maybe missed like a cutscene. I don't know yet. I don't know what a backlog is for this. There's a lot of different backlogs for different beta games I'm trying to figure out and understand. But I'm going to load it up and see exactly if it's what I'm thinking. Is like you press the start menu and you got a backlog you can read. Or is this something just for the game developer and not even for the player? I don't know. Let me just... It is now possible to create a backlog conversation and message text displayed during the game that can be recorded and reviewed later. Okay, actually that does sound like for the player, to where if you go through a cutscene, and somehow record everything that they were talking. That's pretty cool. We're going to check that out. The next thing they changed is, this is pretty cool. Change game speed and skip events. Added the function to speed up, slow down the game progression, as well as a mechanism to skip events by taking advantage of it. It is possible to skip events by speeding up the game triggered by an event switch or button input. Message skipping by pressing the decide cancel button in conversation scene. The display text can now be displayed all at once up to the page feed, which is pretty cool, because usually it'll come in sections usually. And, you know, you can click X or A or whatever, and it won't speed up the text, you know, if you have a lot of dialogue. But now you can just click it, and it looks like the whole conversation is going to be displayed, which is pretty neat. Because I'm someone that's a slow reader, so I don't care about this function. But I know, like, my girlfriend, she reads so fast, and the text is like, she's like, I've had her play my games, like, it's slow. she'll gotta wait. So she's the person that can press A and have a 2-paragraph displayed, and she can read it in a second. She reads quick, so this is good for the people that are quick readers. My ass is slow. Alright, next function. Movie playback during battle. This is great. I've been wanting this for a while. Movies can now be called up during battle. Now think about this. Remember Final Fantasy and the summons, you know, and every time you summon like a Bahamut or an Ifrit or Sheba, it goes into a cutscene and a beautiful movie. This is where this function is going to like excel at. Now you can add summons in your game. I'm going to play around with it. But obviously you got to create the movies doing it. I mean, you can do that using let me hold on one second, guys. You can do that simple. Where's this? This one, the Maho, which is like a animation cartoon tool, you know, and I've been trying to learn it, and that's something where maybe you can do like a creature in there, create it, and have it like a cutscene move, and pretty much do the same scene, you know, like your Final Fantasies. But I'm pretty sure Moho's in like 2D only. But you can do whatever. If you know how to do 3D, do a 3D program, do it, or 2D, whatever. But I'm thinking ahead, guys. And I think that's going to be really sweet. It's too late for me in my game, the one I'm about to release in a couple months, to add that feature. But the next game will definitely have summons. I mean, it could even be an update for my game. But that's cool. This is my favorite part of this update for today. Let's skip it. Many other features have been added and improved. Please take this opportunity to challenge yourself to create a game with RPG developer Bakin. I'm doing it, team. I am doing it. For details of the major update version 1.2, please click here for the news. For details on other update content, please check the online manual. Go to update log, info, and tips on Okay, let's get to the good stuff. The roadmap of the upcoming features to be implemented and extension announcement of early access period. Check this out. I wonder if I can I just want to do 2004 first. Alright, so some of these are what they're talking about. The database, which is multiple definitions of default formulas, skill learning, state change by equipping, state change, skill learning, and state change by equipping. So that's pretty much okay. Let's just say you have an ability, you want to learn fire, but say you want to learn it with a sword. That's what I'm assuming. You can equip a sword and somehow learn that skill, because I don't think that's in there right now. I think to be able to do that, you would have to add in a plugin. Maybe. I don't think you can do that. To where you can equip like a sword, and the sword, like, let's call it a fire sword. You equip it, and you automatically learn fire, the magic skill. That's what I'm thinking this is. I could be wrong, but that's what it sounds like to me. Skill learning by equipping. And state change by equipping, which is like your state, as in like paralyze, poison, sleep, all that stuff. That's what state means in Bakin, I believe. So that's pretty cool. That's really cool, actually, because that'd be a good tool. Multiple definitions of default formulas. Not too sure. I mean, that could be anything, to be honest. So we'll see when it comes out. They'll go into more detail. Resources, importing VRM format. I know a lot of people have asked for this, where you can import VRM, which is good, because, I mean, they've slowly been able to import other formats. I mean, I think when was it? I think it was this year, right? They did C++ or C# or something. And that was new, so they're now going to do VRM formats. Battle, let's see what they're changing. Battle related feature enhancements, which is pretty much what they did today. Or not today. Oh, it is today, ain't it? Okay, about the movies being called during battles. So that's like battles enhancement. So they'll probably release more. I mean, we're already at the tail end of this, so some of this they're probably already released it today. Like the battles, but they could release more before the year end. Created games, oh please, yes. Faster in-game load speed. That's great because the games run slow at some sections when you go to another area. So that would be good. Faster in-game load speed. That would be great. I wonder when they're going to do that. That's going to be my biggest point right here. If they do it this year, boy, my launch in January is going to be gold, because that's the only thing that I've had complaints about. Like, your game takes too long to load, Cody. So if they do this, that'd be cool. Tool improvements, mod support for tool multilingualization, multiglation. I'm gonna have to Google that word. I don't know what that. Multiglation mod support. Tool improvement. That could be like any plugins, I'm assuming. That can be a lot of different things. We don't exactly know. But mod support, that's pretty cool. Maybe, yeah, that's pretty much plugins. Like, let's say we'll shout out Dell's plugins. He has a skill plugin. So it'd be like mod support. You know, like a lot of games have mods, which is like RPG Maker. You have people with plugin like Visual Stella. You know, I guess that's what they're kind of talking about, having outside support for plugins. Cool. Here's the good stuff, guys. My favorite. 2025. Additional functions for specifying equipment. Database. Additional functions for... I'm not too sure. The function, what kind of function they're talking about for... It could be something to where they can add a certain... It's a lot of things. I'm thinking like maybe add a search. Easy search for equipment. Add additional functions for specifying equipment. I mean, that can be anything. So we'll wait for that, because I don't want to talk on it because I don't know too much. But there's so much that could be a definition for that. Visual expression, multiple font support. This is the one I've been saying for the last couple of months. And I've even wrote a comment on one of my videos, like, hey, what do you think could make Bakin better? And I said, they need different font. If they got the font, different font makes games look different, stand out. So I'm so glad to see that. And they listened. It'd be cool if they listened, you know. They listened, guys. They listened to everyone. I know I said this in the... Discord, and I know I've said it in multiple videos on here, so you know, and then it's good, guys. It's good they're listening. Tool improvements, cutscene editor, yes. Event editor, improvements, resource import, operations improvements, and the dark theme. That's even cool, you know. I don't care about it, but some people like the dark theme. You know, they like to go on night mode or something. That's cool. But when I'm excited for the cutscene editor, more improvements to it, I think it's already perfect. So I'm just wondering what they're going to improve with it. I'm excited. I think it's already perfect the way it is. So seeing something like this on the board, props, you know. That's cool. Event editor improvements. I love the event editor. Super easy to understand. Resource import improvements. That's going to be great. That's going to be really good, because it depends what they're talking about. You can add in you can already add in a bunch of your own imports. So we'll see what they improve on. But the main thing is the cutscene editor. I'm trying to see what they're talking about. Battles. This has been in the talks for the longest time. People have been wanting tactical battle support. What is tactical battle support? You know what that is? Final Fantasy Tactics, strategy RPGs. That's what tactical battle support is, what I'm assuming. If I'm wrong, Jesus. But I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Because people have been saying, when are they going to release the tactical style gameplay? Like Final Fantasy Tactics. Good shit. Auto battles. That's even cool. I wonder how that's going to play out. I believe there's a plugin for an auto battle. I could be wrong. But if it's something to where you don't have to mess around and it's already built in the engine, that's good. That's great. That's really good. Auto battles. That's good. Plugin. Let's see what they're talking about. Multiple C# program assignments. Editor plugin. I wonder what that means. Multiple C# program assignments. We'll have to see. That can be broken down to lots of things. Editor plugin. That's cool too. That can be broken down to a lot of things. It could be easier for a lot of these developers to add in their plugins and make it easier for them to do this. Create a game for people that have released game. Multiple language switching support and export to other platforms. That's the best thing about this whole roadmap. At the last two. Multiple language switching format. Guys. Multiple language switching support. Okay. If you haven't released a game or you don't have a Steam page. When I created my Steam page for Besotted, I've got emails upon emails from different countries wanting to translate my video game. And, it costs money. It costs thousands of dollars to get your game translated if you don't do it yourself. And I've got it from Sweden. I've gotten it from China. I've literally probably got it from 14 different countries. Countries I've never even heard of getting emailed from because they want to translate my game. If they do something like this, multiple language switching support in this game engine, this could make you rich. Because a lot of people that view my game are from different countries, and I don't have the money to translate my game yet, So if it's something where an included feature, I can have someone in Japan, from Sweden, from Russia, from Mexico, play my game because they have this multiple language. Just imagine the wide audience that plays your game, because it has their language support. If they have this built in the system, that will knock out a lot of these, I don't know what they are, publishers that want you to spend $5,000, $10,000 so they can translate your game. This could knock out a lot of stuff, and this is where good AI comes in, I guess. Some could hate on it or what, but if you're a single developer, you don't want to pay $5,000, $6,000 for each country to translate your game. If this is in here where you can click it, because like Google Translate, sometimes you'll go to a China website and it'll say, hey, translate at the top, and you click translate and it translates the Chinese to English. If they do something like this to where they support multiple languages, and on Steam to be able to release it in multiple countries, this is huge. If you want to get your game known, to really leave a mark, I'm telling you this now because I have more people interested in my game that's not in America than I have in America. You look at my reports of people that view my page, majority of it's from China. So think about that. But they can't play it because it's in English. I don't have the funds. I don't know how to train. I'm not a translator, even though I could copy and paste it myself. But it's just, that would be something to do in the future. I could. But if they're doing something like this, I don't have to worry about it. I'll just wait and do a translated version of my game next year for all these different countries. This is exciting news if they do something like this. I'm wondering if there's especially if it's a text-based game, I wonder if like Unity or Unreal have this like a multiple language switching support where you can just click it and it translate it. I don't know, but I think that's pretty damn cool. And here's my favorite part. It's so close because that last one was almost my favorite, but this is even better. Export to other platforms. Think about this. We've all been waiting for this. Since Smile Game Builder, you can export your game to a console. How do you do that, you ask? They have something where you export it to Unity. And what is Unity? Unity is one of the easiest game engines to export to console. Any platform, pretty much. We can do Linux, Mac, Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, Atari, that new Atari thing. But doing that, going to Unity. So you're wondering, how do you know if it's going to be in Unity? If you look under here, we are considering the same method for developing another platform that we did for our Smile game builder. That it was, they had a Unity feature. It was like a $70 DLC to where you can export your game into Unity. Not only can you do that, there's other tools you can use in Unity to help your game as well. So I hope to God they do that. But either way, if they don't and they still do this feature in their game engine to where it's easy to export to console, it's over. I mean, this game engine is crazy how it's not as popular as some of these other game engines. I really don't understand. This is the easy. It's not. It's hard at first, but when you get to it, it's easy. And it's super simple. It's beautiful. And there's so many features on here that anyone can do it. You know, let's read the rest of it. I'm excited for the export. All content is still under development, subject to change. We know that. We will continue to add features and improve the tools needed. The end date of early access is being considered separately from the timing of the additional features mentioned above. So that's even better. They're just improving this game engine. You know, when they release this game engine with all these improvements, it's only, what, $70 now? I would pay $200 for this game engine. To be honest, the way it is now, you don't have to pay any fees to anybody. You know, like Unity, Unreal. I think Unity 6.0 release, and they said something about they removed some of it. I'm pretty sure if you make $200,000, you still have to pay them. But needless to say, you don't have to pay RPG developer Bakin if you export a game and do good. We have updated the roadmap for features to be implemented in the future. In addition to these features, there are many other features currently under consideration, and we will continue to update the roadmap as needed. In addition, based on user feedback and requests, we will change the early access period to during 2025 to further develop and improve the features of the capabilities of the tool. Whew. Yes. See, they're taking their time in early access. A lot of engines, a lot of games go into early access, and then, let's just release it. And they don't give the needed feature. Smile Boom are listening to the people. They are listening, and they are working so hard to make this game engine great. And that's why they're still in early access. They're listening to people and taking their advice and putting this in the basic game engine. If they do all this in the basic game engine, they're listening. I'd like to say the multiple font support. I'd like to be like, hey, they listen to me, but I know they listen to multiple people because we've been asking for it. But it's cool to see something I've been wanting. Faster in-game load speed. I know I've said that. Never mentioned it to them, but I know I've said it. So it's like maybe they're watching, they're listening, you know. And I'm so excited. Oh, they got a. Okay, so let's look at this. They got a sale. Okay, so it's $63 right now. I would hop on it. Hop on it, guys. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited. Because I was wondering, because my game comes out January 27th, and people ask me, is it going to come to console? And I'm like, eventually. Now it's like, I think I know, definitely. They'll probably try it in 2025. So there's hope. I knew it was coming. I just didn't know when. So, good news, guys. Good news. I'm happy. Props to Smile Boom. I'm so glad to be working with them. They're a great company. Great game engine. I love their products. No bullshit. Love them. Thank y'all for watching. Be excited. If you don't have the game engine, buy it. Buy it while it's cheap, because when they go out of early access, I can see this being a lot of money. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching. And until the next one, we'll see you later.